You know I don't find that amusing.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
So, later then.
See you later.
Welcome to Glory to Gaming. I am your host, Steve, and today we are checking out The Witcher 3. Now, if you know anything about my experience with The Witcher 3, you would know that I did at one point try to play through it, and it was on console, and I don't know, I just let's turn this down like a lot, because it's probably fucking super loud. But, you know, I had a really hard time getting into it. I felt kind of overwhelmed. And I'm a huge Witcher fan. Witcher, both of the original Witcher game and the Witcher 2, as well as the book series, which I am also a huge fan of. Now, you guys probably know this already, but I have a GTX 1080, i7 4790, so let me make sure that all of these, all this stuff is all the way up. Anti-aliasing is on. Man, the anti-aliasing looks terrible. And let me make sure that I got everything with the stream ready. It would appear I do. And therefore, let's get on with it. Now, I'm hoping that I'll be a lot more into this time around. I think at the time I was just not really ready for The Witcher 3, as horrible of a thing as that is to say. And all my friends give me shit for it constantly, believe me. You know, though, I gotta say, I'm not super impressed with the graphics as much as people make it out to be so amazing looking. It looks good, I guess. Looks good. It's not like, I don't think it's like the best looking game in the world. If you ask me, I sort of like the way that, Black Desert Online looks more, to be honest. If we're talking like really sweet graphics. I think there's a lot of detail. Runs great. You know, something that's so funny is that all these games run fucking amazing, and for some goddamn reason, and I don't know why, poor optimization, I do know why, the 7 Days to Die runs like fucking shit on max settings. It really does. What? Are you supposed to be... What is this? What do you want from me? Down? Man, the set anti-aliasing is fucking terrible. Seeing a lot of jagged lines here. So this is gonna be my attempt to get really into The Witcher. I don't know how well that's going to go. I don't know if this is gonna last the appeal.
Of course.
I've just played I played through The Witcher 2, I think 4 times.
Guess she prefers practice to theory.
What?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. Had her taking notes on ghouls and owl-ghouls. Wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Hardly think that training all the time is really taking fighting monsters lightly.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike. You're not in a circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork.
Hey, Amber.
Enough. Get down.
How you doing? How did surgery go?
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you
Ouch.
know that's no excuse.
Oh, I'm glad you're doing well.
I'm sorry. It won't
Sure, it'll
happen
heal soon.
again.
Relatively speaking.
Better not. Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt.
You!
Exactly. So you'd best behave. Come on. We'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
I've already done this, and I don't feel like doing it again for any sake, so no.
Not this time. Believe me, you don't want to keep Vesemir waiting.
What's your flavor? Oh, that's a mug.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl-ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zeracania dwells. and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
Ooh, you know, I feel like she's got a point. There should be another option here where you make fun of Vesemir. I feel like Geralt would do that. Yeah, I could do that. I usually wait on request. I'll do it, no problem. It's not hard to do. Usually wait until I have at least like 15 or so videos. But in this particular case, I think I will, and I think I'm going to be continuing with Fallout 4 anyway. So yeah, I could do that. I mean, obviously not right now, but when I get around to it, no problemo. Ah, decisions.
Don't try to weasel your way out of this.
A witcher must know how to trick his opponent. You said so yourself.
Might have. But don't use my words of wisdom on Vesemir, got it? That's playing with fire.
Huh.
Fine,
Wow.
you've talked enough.
It's quite a bit.
You're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with a dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword.
Have you watched any Witcher 3?
What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
Let's skip straight to free training. No point going over the basics again.
Hopefully I can remember all this shit. You couldn't find what?
You really showed him, kid.
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
Ciri, get down.
I'm not sure what you're saying you couldn't find. Couldn't find the Fallout 4 streams?
A little she-devil. As soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
I just meant in general, have you seen any Witcher 3 gameplay? I haven't streamed The Witcher 3 yet. I think I have some like ancient couple of videos of Witcher 2. That's about it. This is you're catching the very beginning. This is the first episode. But if you liking some story and shit like that, this is a good one to watch. And I will be playing all. I will be letting all the cutscenes run in this one, and all the story scenes. You're seeing it, man. This is the very start of it. It's the very first cutscene. I haven't even got to really control my character yet.
No.
This is episode 1. You guys joined like literally right in the beginning. They haven't even thrown up the logo yet, I don't think.
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Ugh, that anti-aliasing though. Be right back, guys.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in a tub and next to me.
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something?
When I first
Life
played
indeed.
through The Witcher 3, I was so mad at that intro because I knew that Yennefer had never been there before. Because I've read the books, and I was like, what the fuck, she's never been there! And then I was so happy to see the part where it was a dream.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream?
No. The Wild Hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead 3 is apparently on the way. It's pretty exciting news. And also it's kind of strange because, well, Valve is not really known for making a third game in their franchises. And I'm also really shocked to see it before seeing Half-Life 3. Figured Half-Life 3 would be their first 3. It's kind of like the joke of the internet. Or maybe because it's the joke of the internet, they're not going to do it.
Be dawning soon. Time to go.
Guys, let me know if the sound levels are okay. If the sound levels are off or the game's too loud or anything like that,
Some hint in
I'll adjust them for you.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. How about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
They must meet soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's
Will
this
do.
postscript?
Give me a second.
I
Finish the
still
scene.
Have the unicorn?
Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice. Certain situations.
The things young folk get up to these days.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh, but it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
Fucking great story.
I smell it. Ghouls.
See if I can remember how to play. I'm probably gonna die here. I have no idea what I'm doing. There we go. There we go.
Of course, when armies pass, necrophages follow. Let's go before any more show up.
Oh, there it is. Problem, man. was a little weird.
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did
Take
you know
it
they
easy.
eat the living as well?
No.
No, I've had it, and on console as well. I just, I played through like a little bit of it on console, and I never really got into it. And, I love these games. I really loved the second one, and I love the books. So I really, really want to try to finish this one. It's just been tough. This one's really, really just complicated. Almost overly complicated, so it's sort of really difficult to get
Out of
into.
its realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
I don't know why I have to have my
Restore the old borders
sword out.
as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something.
There we go.
Keeps us going.
I don't remember all the controls. I don't know why. What, I can't select any of the others right now? Oh, it's maybe because I'm on a horse.
Run, Roach.
I'm not playing on console, no, I'm playing on PC. I first played it on console.
We going? Help me! Help!
Ooh. Horse is having a bad day. It's a lot. It would be a lot to explain. I think the game, if you watch, will pretty much give you the gist of it, but I guess to make an extremely long story short, it's mostly about this character here, who's
Gods, that was close.
sort of monster slayer of sorts,
Like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
and he is
Your
looking
horse died
for
quickly, but griffins like to toy with
his
their
ex-lover
prey.
and sort of his adopted
Babies.
daughter. Is pretty much the idea of the story.
You'd like a reward, I suppose.
And it's a lot more in depth than that, but it would take ages to explain it all.
Could always use a few crowns.
Thing is, I've a meager purse at the moment. Nilfgaardians requisitioned my goods. Now this. Here.
Back to the trail.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Oh, the book is, yeah, the books are great too.
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there?
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Can you imagine that, man? Whew. Days where your beer, like, was served at cellar temperature? Before you go to a bar and get, like, an actual refrigerated cold beer.
A griffin this
Must have been
close to
fucking
the village.
shitty. Although, you know, to be honest, I actually like some dark ales
Forest to the mountains.
more at room temperature. Sometimes they just have a little bit more flavor to them.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood. Burnt
When a beer is
flesh.
like super cold, it
Monsters
does
crazy
tend to lose
sometimes.
its flavor a bit.
We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard, and we should leave.
It's just good when you're drinking like a crap brew, but if you're drinking something craft, such a great character. Geralt is probably the most badass character in any story ever.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
I think this altogether is probably one of my favorite stories. Just period, one of my favorite stories. Not specifically this game, but
Witches?
the Witcher story in general.
I'll not drink with Weaverlost freaks.
Beg your pardon.
If anyone's into reading and has never read any of these books, I highly, highly, highly suggest picking them up.
Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Especially if you're into Game of Thrones. Like, if you're into any, like, sort of really dark fantasy like Game of Thrones or anything,
Lightweight for a hunt.
these are fantastic.
Clawed Lena so bad, poor thing's 1 foot in the grave. But there's no.
I'm not sure if they're all done being translated yet. They've been translating them since, like,
A
1992.
drop of vodka for me.
And you? Something to wet your tongue.
Ooh, a woman. Yep, it's the one.
Looking for a woman. Raven hair.
Oh,
violet
that
eyes,
woman.
dresses
Okay.
in black and white.
I'll settle for any out back.
And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Man, I made this, like, bomb lasagna last night, and I haven't eaten yet today, but, like, fuck, it's craving it hard. Why? Why? There we go.
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the lord.
Character's name is Geralt.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Thanks for everything. Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Black One's been out measuring the fields.
Let him measure.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back.
That's kind of cheesy.
Galloping so fast.
It's not presented well.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Once more, there are 4 factions.
For what?
What a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman of war? What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench.
Well,
I wish to see
I don't know, I guess it's all kind of like a little complicated. I guess you could say it's sort of, to some degree, a type of magic. But it's not like magic for gifted people. I believe in the world, and as far as the lore is concerned, pretty much anybody has the ability to learn it. It's sort of like, it's just very, very petty magic, so to speak.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down. Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Nope. No fucking card games. Get the fuck out of here.
No thanks. Got some other things on my mind.
Shame. I'd ask the locals, but since they can't count to 10, the rules are a complete mystery. Ah, well, I'm here if you change your mind.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
That's the one.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter Odim, at your service.
Vagrant, that a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask, is this about love?
None of your business.
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
A Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
Big words for a
Remember, the
vagrant.
road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Done drinking?
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
Haven't done anything to you, so just calm down.
Of course no. You done nothing.
Horson's working witchcraft. Get him!
Ooh. Scaring the horses, nice.
Nice meeting you.
Fucking retard.
In for trouble. Would you raise a glass with me?
Go, go. Come on, Roach. Magic. A place of power. Whoa!
It's not my silver sword. Level 7. This guy's gonna kill me? Oh! Oh! Yeah, I don't want to fight them. Dude, get the fuck on the horse.
Run, Roach.
Oh! Out of my way!
Slow now. Whoa.
Sure. Why not?
We have much work to do here. Quite a lot.
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Sagwin-Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
You black ones aren't so scary after all. Can even be nice if you want to.
Don't get accustomed, Nordling.
Yeah, well, I mean, it regenerated because I ate food. That's sort of one of the more, like, difficult things about this game series, is there isn't an easily accessible way for you to just sort of, like, gain health right away. You sort of have to, like, regenerate it. And in turn, that makes combat actually quite difficult.
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Holy hell, it's a warm one today.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it. And then I shall see what I can do.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Tamira and Mislav. Thanks.
Es sunt jakten.
Oh, it looks pretty nice actually right there.
Stop!
Don't you tell me what to do. Who the fuck rolls downstairs? Wow, it's kind of hard to control, like, fine movements. Alright, as much as I hate to do it, I think I'm going to head off here for a moment. Gotta eat something. I have not eaten anything all day, so... Not that it's about lunchtime. Should probably at least get some food in me. So I will be back. Possibly might take a nap. I'm not really sure. But I will be back overall. It's Friday, so there will be lots of streaming tonight. Think I'm going to stream more Witcher 3. And then possibly later some Fallout. So I will be back soon, guys. Take it easy.